Good evening and welcome. Breaking news. An Australian national was today detained at Manchester Airport after attempting to enter the country. It is believed that Michael Rixon, a 21-year-old from Tamworth, New South Wales, was held for questioning by officials following a complaint made to them by local farmer Melvin McDonald. We tracked old McDonald down to his farm in Bollington, and he had this to say.
"'Twas the last summer, in the evening, and the moon were full. I were out in the top field at farm, when I saw what I thought were a wolf. Had the body of a man, and was naked as the day he was born. At that point he spoke to me, and then I realised it's a bloody Australian in the top field of my farm, after my sheep, no doubt. He told me he was playing for Bollington Cricket Club. Well, at that point, I contacted the local authorities.
And last summer, following Melvin McDonald's report, the country was thrown into turmoil and riot, with disturbances from London to Manchester to Bollington. And today, following increased pressure from the public, the police held the following conference.
Thank you. Calm down there, please, gentlemen. Thank you. I'm about to make a statement here. Thank you. Firstly, I'd like to apologise for my colleague, Sergeant Madden, who should be here today taking his conference. Unfortunately, he's busy playing cricket. However, I am pleased to report that last summer we attended at old MacDonald's farm in Bollington. And on that farm he had some cows. And with a moo-moo here and a moo-moo there, we quickly established that some criminal offences had been committed on his top field, namely those of outraging public decency and indecent exposure. We quickly identified a line of inquiry in that the suspect was Australian and was hairy and had been playing for Bollington Cricket Club. 12 months of inquiries have led us today to detain an Australian national entering the airport of Manchester. It's a 21-year-old called Michael Rixon from Tamworth in New South Wales. However, we quickly established that Mr. Rixon was not responsible for the offence last year, as he was not in the country. In fact, he was halfway around the world. We have since released him without charge. However, inquiries are still ongoing with the Australian authorities to try to identify who this hairy Australian is. I'd like to reassure members of the public in Bollington that incidents like this are very rare. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. There'll be no questions. Thank you.
Confidential sources working closely with BCC TV have received information that the police have one suspect. This man, an Australian by the name of Tom Groff, who was believed to have been in Bollington at the time of the incident and closely fits the description. He has since returned home to Tamworth in New South Wales, but is believed that the police will be wanting to speak to him in the near future. Following his release from custody, we tracked Mike Rixon down, and he gave the following interview to BCC TV.
So I'm here with Mike Rixon, an Australian overseas player for Bollington Cricket Club this year. Mike landed on Tuesday, and obviously after some misunderstanding with the authorities and immigration, which has been sorted out, he's with us here today. How you doing, Mike?
Yeah, good, thanks, mate. It was just good to get through customs eventually.
Well, tell us a bit about yourself.
I'm a 21-year-old right-hand batsman from Australia, from the North Tamworth Club, and played a bit of rep cricket over there for Tamworth and Central North, and in the country colours as well.
Obviously you've been over there, and you know the other overseas players that have been over before, Tom Groff and Aaron Hazelwood and Adam Jones. Have they told you much about Bollington?
Yeah, all good reports actually, like good people to be around and a good little club on the way up, so hopefully we can keep it going on the way up.
Right. And what's your observations of Bollington so far?
Oh, it's pretty wet and pretty cold, but it's friendly people, and hopefully we can get a game in or two on the weekend.
So, what do you hope to achieve with Bollington this year?
Probably to win most of our games, I suppose. That'd be the best thing.
And what do you see as the main differences between cricket over in Australia and cricket over here?
Probably the conditions. The wickets look a lot greener, and obviously the weather's a bit wetter, so probably make the batting a bit harder.
Well, wish you all the best. Obviously we've got the first match on Saturday the 21st of April, weather permitting. I'm sure you'll do really well for us and enjoy your stay over here. Just before you go, who's going to win the Ashes next year?
England 2-1.
And we wish him all the best for the upcoming season and apologise once more for the misunderstanding at the airport. This is Melvin O'Hanrahan for BCC TV. Stay classy, Bollington.